It's Fairy Garden Thursday time, my dear friends. So sit down with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a soda. And I'm going to be doing quite a few fairy gardens today, some in the cozy corner and some out in the garden. And here are my three wonderful, wonderful co hostesses. Please go check out all three of them. They always come up with something wonderful to share, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. Now, don't forget, this is an open collab. Anyone, any Thursday can join in. The more the merrier, and let's bring as much fairy magic as we can get. Okay, we're starting with a tray that my son and my daughter in law got me for Christmas several years back, and a placemat to look like there's foliage at the bottom. Doesn't it look nice? And we're going to be shopping the house and shopping the garden to see what we can find. Now, there are going to be a few new things in this display. I got some three fairy houses from Dollar Tree for $1.25, so that is new, and I did get a new butterfly. But everything else I got from shopping the house and shopping the garden. This is beautiful butterfly in the back I've had for quite a few years, and I've used it in the cozy corner multiple times. And behind it I put a little bit of foliage and some little butterflies also. Now these little orange butterflies I have had for quite a while, and I think they came from Dollar Tree, but I've had them probably 3-4 years. They're not new. The beautiful pale lavender butterfly is new. The other butterfly that's red, my grandson got me a few years back. Now, I do have a butterfly from Mackenzie Child and a bee from Mackenzie Child. They're not new either. Like I said, the only thing really new on this was the three houses from Dollar Tree, and that was $1.25, and they were also have like moss roofs on all three of them. I thought they were so cute, and doesn't the quality look nice for only $1.25? And this is how we're putting this together. And I also have a few other pieces that I already owned and had. Like I said, shop that house, shop that garden, and reuse, repurpose, and you can keep using these pieces for years. I just love this little white one with a little moss roof. And of course, that one in the center looks so pretty too. Really enjoyed it. And this other one looks like a top of a tree that the fairies have moved in. I liked all of them. What did you think? Which was your favorite? Well, as you can see, it's coming right along. I had some moss balls that I've had for a year or two. They're not new. And I had a little water feature also from Dollar Tree, and that wasn't new either. And then we had the little bridge, and I thought it looked pretty good. And then, of course, I had my little pine cones all over this decor also to bring a little piece of nature into. Let me know what was your favorite. And as you can see, I didn't spend hardly any money at all to put this together because I shopped the house and shopped the garden. And this is something anyone can do, even a young child could do this. And the great thing about it, you can take the pieces out and put them back and move them around multiple different ways. And I'm going to share a couple different ways you can use that water feature and still not have spent any more money. That's the great thing about using fairy items. They're so much fun and so easy to put together and to make so many different decor items in little cozy corners like this all through your home or bedroom or whatever you want to put them at. This is in my kitchen in the cozy corner, and I try to change it out usually every week or two, and I can always come up with something wonderful. And I just wanted to share with you how you could have something really pretty even if you don't have a yard. Well, here's another fairy garden I put together this week. This beautiful, large mushroom fairy house came from Walmart for $13. It also lights up, and we'll show you that in another post, and I'll be using it in a different way in a couple of weeks. But right now we're just showing how it came. And the little mushrooms right next to it that are bright red, they also were from Dollar Tree. So that is a Dollar Tree house. Just to give you some idea how big that other mushroom was, what I did was turn the mushroom house around where it looks like two little mushrooms instead of a mushroom house from Dollar Tree. So you can see there's a lot of difference in sizes, and I keep my big fairy houses together and my small fairy houses in a separate video. For you, everything looks proportioned very well. And as you can see down here, I have another one that I did a couple of months back, and these plants have grown up and nothing was new there. The only thing new in this whole display was that beautiful Walmart fairy house. What do you think? Were you surprised to hear that the little mushrooms right next to it was a house from Dollar Tree? I know it's hard to believe that that mushroom house is that large over the size of the Dollar Tree fairy house. And that's how I use my stuff. A lot of times I have multiple things and I just turn them around and you'd never know the difference. And I just can't believe how well this area has filled up and looks so pretty now. What do you think, guys? You can reuse, repurpose as much as you can, keep your costs down, but still look at something new and different. That's what I like to do. And I hope that you enjoyed this fairy garden. Let's see about another one. And here's another fairy garden I put together for free. It's amazing what you can put together just using a little bit of creativity and shopping the house and shopping the garden before you start a project. I loved this house and I love the mushrooms that came with it. And the little tiny mushrooms matched the bigger mushrooms so well. I was so happy when I found them and purchased them. But they're not new. This was something I bought probably about 8 to 10 months ago. And as you can see, there's a little teeter-totter with the little fairies also. And how I covered such a large area to make it look as good as I did. You know how Grandma is. She used her grass clippings. That's how you can do a large fairy garden that looks really great. Now, don't get me wrong, when those grass clippings dry out, they're not going to look all that great. But they look great when I shot the video. And I used it to bring up all the beautiful color from those mushrooms. What do you think? And weren't those fairies so cute on the teeter-totter? I loved it. So let me know what you thought of this fairy garden. And you know, this was a free fairy garden. You don't have to spend a lot of money to put a fairy garden together. My only problem is I got to hang on to all my accessories because I'm always misplacing them. So that is probably my only downside with doing a display like this. Can I hang on to those little mushrooms in that little bench? And of course, I'm always misplacing my fairies. But I thought this one turned out super cute, and this was a super cute house that I found. And which one of these fairy gardens were your favorites today? I hope you enjoyed Fairy Garden Thursday, my dear friends. We always love sharing what we're up to and what we're doing. And never forget, shopping the house and shopping the garden, and you can put wonderful displays like this together. And I love that little teeter-totter. We're going to have to do another fairy garden with it. And the fairies fit on it just perfectly. I was super happy how this display turned out, and just adding a few little accessories can make a world of difference. And never forget about those grass clippings. I always save my grass clippings for doing fairy gardens now. I never throw them away or put them in the dumpster. I repurpose them and put them in my fairy garden. And it also, the grass clippings help the soil from drying out, I think. So what do you think, guys? Did Grandma nail it or not this week? I hope you come back again next Thursday for Fairy Garden Thursday. Don't forget, it's an open collab. We love having you here. Hugs and kisses to my dear friends, and thank you all for all your love and support. Please don't forget to go check out my co-host.